Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League, and let's see what team we're going to be running with today. So let's try out the Shadow Dragonair paired with the Trevenant and the Bastiodon in the back. So we got the kind of neutral matchup, Shadow Dragonair versus this double. This double here is going to have to consider tanking or shielding this Aquatail. They do decide to tank it. We decided to shield once. So looking for the farm down. We do get the farm down, which is fantastic. So now we're just going to have to see what comes back in. Looks like they're going to throw in a Blastoise. Blastoise here not going to be able to do effective fast moves. So we're going to throw our body stun first, and then we get the farm down right there because they decided to let it go. So they decided to go 2 shield Shadow Charizard. Unfortunately for them, they're going to have to either use a shield here or you're going to let this go. But unfortunately for them, we also have Bastiodon in the back, which is going to absolutely tank and destroy this Shadow Charizard. So GG's to our opponent. We are going to be able to win this first game here with the Bastiodon. The Shadow Dragonair actually put in a ton of work. Basically, take it down 2 of the 3. So that's really, really well done right there. All right, next game, let's see what we find. We got the Shadow Dragonair versus the Stunfisk. Okay, so another decent matchup in the lead here. We definitely don't want to switch because the Bastiodon doesn't want to see this. So we're just going to play this one out. We do have the advantage. Funny enough, they're staying in though, which is interesting. So we're going to throw this shield up to protect this Dragonair. We think this is a valuable Dragonair. Another Aquatail goes through. Let's see if they're going to shield this one. They do decide to shield that one. And because we have 2, we're going to throw them back to back to pressure either the last shield or get the KO. They decided to double shield. So now we have the perfect scenario. No shields from our opponent. And we have a hard counter to this Stunfisk with our Trevenant. We're looking to get the full farm down right here. They're still staying in, which is interesting. Telling us that they are probably ABA weak. But let's see if they're going to allow us to get the farm down. Wow, full farm down right there. We have a ton of energy and a shield. Now we're going to have to go crazy. This Clocksire does decide to come back in. We're going to be able to throw this Shadow Ball, do roughly 40% right there. Now they're going to be in range of a KO after all these Shadow Claws. Another Shadow Ball goes through. Is this going to be enough? Yes, it's just barely. And now we couldn't see what's in the back. Ends up being the Alola Mola. So this is GG's. We're going to be able to take out their backline with just Trevenant. And they basically were kind of triple weak to that Dragonair, right? They had neutral with the Stunfisk, and then the back 2 Pokemon were okay. It was okay. The Clocksire would have done better with some shields, but because they used all their shields, they had nothing to take out our Trevenant. Next game, let's see. We got the Shadow Dragonair versus this marowak. Okay, Kanto marowak at that. It is going to be able to have ground moves, so we don't want to switch out just yet because this is not going to be good against our Bastiodon. So we decided to show the first one. Not exactly sure what it actually learned, so that was just a safety shield. But they revealed that they have Bone Club, so they did get a shield out of us. Now they reveal that they have the Trevenant. So Trevenant here is going to be pretty decent against our backline with shields up. We got to get this pretty low. We're going to throw a resisted Aquatail here. We do get a shield, which is great. And let's see what we do here. Do we shield here or let it go? We decided to let it go. Ends up being the foul play. So they're running a kind of a off-meta moveset right here. Foul play is going to be super effective against our Trevenant as well. And they do outpace us, I believe. So we're going to come in with our Bastion to soak up all the damage. This is certainly the foul play again. Yeah, foul play does neutral damage, and we're going to get the farm. And then they have the Sceptile. Sceptile is going to have to consider shielding because we do have the Flamethrower, and that's exactly what happens. So this is looking like a GG's too. This is going to take them. Okay, even with Dragonfly, I was going to say even with Frenzy Plant, I think it would have taken at least 2, potentially 3, but we still had a shield, so we were still looking very, very good. Looks like this only has the Dragon Club, but I think it was still going to be the same result because this Bastiodon, as some of you may know, very tanky, and we do have the Flame Charge to throw back at it. Plus, we still had that Trevenant just in case they took out our Bastiodon. So there it goes, and now we're just going to farm down with our Smackdowns against that Trevenant. So GG's to our opponents, able to win that basically with the Bastion right there, just pure bulk. Even tanking several moves, even though they were only throwing Dragon Claws. All right, next game, let's see what we find. We got the Shadow Dragonair against this Haunter. Okay, not so great against our Trevenant. Bastiodon would be better against this, so we're just going to stay in, and then we're actually going to look to... oh, we do get the farm down. It looks like they were trying to get to a Shadow Ball, I think. Definitely a single-moved Haunter, so here we're going to go against this Maracas, and we're going to get at least a shield. We have a little lag right there, so we're going to have to either shield or let this go. We decided to shield because we can either get this last shield or get the KO. We want the shields down. We love shields down. Okay, there's the shields down, and we get this kind of low into the red. We're going to come in with our Bastiodon because just in case they have like a, I don't know, counter user. Okay, there it is. There's a counter user, but it is actually one of the better, well, I don't know if it's a counter user, actually. It's a fighting fast move. This is actually pretty decent against our backline here, as the core breaker of the low bunny is going to be pretty decent against our Bastion, and they do ramp up. So if they had shields here, it would have been kind of interesting because the Trevenant would never be able to do fast move pressure except for the charge moves, and it would chunk away at this Bastion. So luckily we were able to win that right there because we got the shields down, and that is GG's right there. So next game, let's see what we find. We got the Shadow Dragonair versus the Dugong. Not the best matchup here. We're gonna have to dip out of here eventually, so we do go into the Trevenant because Bastion's a better counter to that Dugong. They do a great catch. Nice play by my opponent, catching this resisted C-Bomb onto their Charge Bug. So they have the full advantage right now. We're going to build up. It looks like they do throw a move. We know we could tank a move, but we're going to invest a shield here to possibly get a shield back because we are at the Shadow Ball energy. Let's see if we get the shield back. Okay, at least we get the shield back, and now we're just going to, okay, allow them to throw this move. Looks like they did not allow us to get to another move. X-Scissor goes through, takes us out pretty easily, and then we're going to come in with our Dragonair to potentially farm. We do get the farm down, which is huge because now we have energy to throw at this Dugong. We got to basically chip away at this Dugong slowly but surely. One body slam goes through, gets it into the yellow. They throw a move, and we catch it onto our Bastiodon. Ends up being the drill run, super effective, but it basically only did about 20%. Our opponent here is using the Shadow Feraligatr in back, so this is a pretty good team so far. We do throw the Stone Edge. They are going to have to shoot because they are Shadow, and let's see if we can tank one Hydro Cannon. This is the bulk of Bastiodon helping us win games. Okay, we do survive one right there. We're trying to build up to another one. They realize we're about to get to the Stone Edge, so they have to use this energy. So not only do we waste some energy right there, but we also are able to get them pretty low. So now we have to think about shielding here. We do shield here just to keep this Dragonair's health high, and then they switch out right before they get killed, and we are at a body slam here. This body slam will take out, oh, barely not take out the Dugong, but we already able to farm down, and they know that it's GG's. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.